What's up, everyone? Welcome back to more Muv-Luv photonflowers. In the previous video, we wrapped up Rain Dancers, which was okay. I don't know. It was kind of just boring. Not boring. Boring's not the right word. It felt like it really didn't accomplish anything. Like I didn't really learn anything from it, quite honestly. Like, what even happened? I mean, stuff happened, but it's like, what was the point of it all? I didn't really get it. Anyway, immediately after Rain Dancers here in our timeline, in 1996, Isumi Michiru enlists at the now defunct Imperial Training Academy in the story Confessions. Taking place in between Atonement and Inheritance, this side story follows the younger Captain Isumi as she suffers through Sergeant Jinguji's boot camp from hell, learning more than a few things about herself in the process. I'm excited. I like Isumi. Isumi's definitely one of my big favorites. So Confessions, let's start up. December 25th, 2001. Okay, so you're going to be showing me... Okay, so we're going to see some bits of alternative, and then it's going to be a flashback, right? Okay, so this is after the XG70 fucking crashes. What's with the new art, huh? I don't like this new iteration of Isumi. I prefer the original Isumi. Original Isumi looked a lot better. This is, Huh. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like compared to the original Isumi, well, not. I mean, technically the original Isumi, it looks a lot different, but compared to alternative Isumi, I liked alternative Isumi more. Not gonna lie, but okay, go on, I guess. ラザフォードフィールドの空間歪曲率安定。ベータは依然殺到するも、識出力、機体ともに異常を認めず。
ヘッドクォーター了解。データリンクの誤差なしを認む。任務を継続せよ。
Wait, is this before the Sasano crashes down?
バルキリー1了解。全軍の安全圏退避完了まで。
No, this is right before it's about to blow. The timer is ticking down steadily. So far, no sign of trouble. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Nevertheless, there are a number of things that could go wrong at the last minute. I might have manual control, but that doesn't mean I can afford to relax. Given what's at stake, it's better to be safe than sorry. Sure will. Or maybe not. I forgot, this operation isn't one for the books. Whatever, makes no difference. Something so trivial wouldn't bother her. And if anything unexpected happens, she's the one who will have to deal with the fallout. This will be all over in a matter of minutes. A rampage and gravity deviation will distort the space around me. That's how my story is going to end. My spirit will return to nothingness, and my body will become part of the universe. And yet, I feel surprisingly calm. Or perhaps saying I'm dumbfounded would be more accurate. Every time I've been on the battlefield, I've faced the prospect of my death. Never in a million years would I have imagined it would be so peaceful. Because of me, many of my subordinates have died. Others have suffered critical injuries. I've traded the lives of many good people in order to accomplish my mission, and with my final task, I'm going to take even more. I expected my death to be cruel and gruesome. I never believed it could be any other way. After all I've done, that's the least I deserve. Damn. Never thought I could be granted such a meaningful death. Damn. Hello, Marumo. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of this art, though. This art style. However they switched it up, like... I don't know, maybe it's just because I was so used to the original art style we'd seen from, you know, the original trilogy of them. Spare not till your last breath. Make your death count. These are the words my former instructor, Jinguji Marumo, drilled into my body and soul. She was an outstanding officer and a woman of unquestionable integrity. You're goddamn right she was. It was her grisly end that fully convinced me I would suffer a similar fate. With no regard for her personal merits, the gods gave her a death devoid of all meaning. I thought that surely I would suffer a similar end. Her death was proof enough that their ways are obscure, cold-blooded, and merciless. Yeah, no shit. But I know better now. Though it appeared meaningless at the time, Instructor Jinguchi's death was the catalyst for crucial developments. It was through her passing that Shirogane Takeru, a man who may very well be the key to humanity's survival, was able to live. Honestly, I have no choice but to admit I was mistaken. There's nothing I can do, nothing but to recognize that the gods act in mysterious ways, and I have no other choice but to be thankful. Even someone like me, who made light of them, is grateful for this act of mercy, for this meaningful death I'm about to be granted.
身勝手だな、私も。
Whatever. I've always been selfish. It's just like me.
父さん、母さん、ごめん。
I don't want to apologize for leaving you before my time. I made up my mind a long time ago. I've been prepared to die all along. But you will never know the truth, and having to die lying to you hurts me deeply. Dad, Mom, I'm sorry for what I'll put you through.
みんな、父さんと母さんを頼む。
Akira, you have to survive. Our parents couldn't bear losing two of their daughters on the same day. It wouldn't be fair to force Madoka and Yayoi to look after them on their own. That'd be far too cruel. You have to survive, Akira, no matter what it takes. I know you'll make it back to the ship. I believe in you. Marika, no matter where, no matter what happens, you and I, we're family. So please, stand with your head held high, but learn to depend a little bit more on the rest of us. Well, it's not like I'm one to talk. Can't say I've ever been much of a role model in that regard anyway. But it looks like I can finally do something for her in my last moments. No, that's not right. I have to believe all my efforts today have kept them away from the Reaper. I need to believe. Isn't this what I've been fighting for all along? And once this battle is over, Madoka, don't run away from Akira and Yayoi. You need to settle things fair and square. Don't run away like I did, you hear me? Yayoi, I could never bring myself to see eye to eye with you. And for that, I'm sorry. The way you could do anything you put your mind to, too effortlessly, you were the cause of my inferiority complex. That's why I put a wall between us, so I could preserve a meager sense of pride. Oh, how petty I was. Yet despite me being so self-centered, you're always kind and gentle. I've lost count of the times you stretched out your hands to me. But I didn't care. I kept rejecting you. Because I didn't want you to steal Masaki away from me. I felt that if I gave you an inch, he would choose you without a second thought.
最悪だわ。まさか死に際に過去の愚かな自分に身もだえする羽目になるなんて。いや、これはなるほど、意味のある死を授かった対価ということか。
I'm sorry, Yayoi. All I did was to run away, trying desperately to escape from your shadow. I kept trying to be the best at everything behind your back, anything to make it feel like I'd surpassed you in some way. Never said anything. How could I? Instead, I was always hostile toward you, and I thought I was justified. Now I just wish we could have supported each other instead. I should have been more honest with myself. I should have told him. I'm an idiot. I really am. It should have been obvious that this day would come eventually. I should have left my affairs in order. But running away from reality is what I've always done. Running away from Yayoi, running away from my sisters, even running away from facing myself. Running away from Masaki, because I told myself he was a distraction. What a pathetic excuse. Ouch.
そりゃボコボコにもされるわね。
I do remember her mentioning that. We're gonna actually like see that. I joined the army because I was running away, not because of Yayoi. And despite that, I wanted her to believe it was her fault I refused to go into politics, although that was supposed to be my path. In the end, it's for the best, even so that deception is not something I can be proud of.
イスミ、エコー艦隊は安全圏まで退避できたわ。ウイスキー艦隊もあと十数分で退避できる。準備にかかってちょうだい。
了解。
と言っても特にやることはないわね。
そうですね。あとは減速剤をすべて投棄するだけですから。
人生最後の十数分。お邪魔じゃなけれ
I
ば
will say, like,
部下との交信を許可するわ。
as much as I've been ragging on this fucking art style, Yuko still looks good in it, not gonna lie. Like, this is the best, like, I like this version of front-facing Yuko, alright? We haven't seen her side yet, which we probably won't. But, like, front-facing Yuko in the original trilogy was a bit, eh. But this front-facing Yuko, like, how you doing? This can't be right. Isn't this operation supposed to be strictly classified?
任務の性格上、それ以外には繋いであげられないんだけど。
ですが、そのような私的な更新は。
小沢提督をはじめ、帝国側の指揮官たちから、せめて部下。
帝国軍が。
このクソ忙しい中、早瀬たちがいる国先とこの最上に有線の秘匿回線を引いてくれたのよ。あんたたちが周囲を気にせず、心置きなく話せるようにね。
Why? It's chaos out there, but they went that far for my sake? That doesn't make sense.
軍人として、日本人として、人類の一員として、ささやかながら、あんたにお礼がしたいって。
It's incredibly rare to get an exception like this. If I had to guess, I would say the captains didn't ask the upper brass for permission. The field commanders are doing this of their own volition.
そのような厚遇は身にすぎます。
It's the truth. I don't deserve this.
向こうが勝手に準備したんだから、ありがたく受けておきなさい。あ、そうそう。
なんでしょう。
帝国陸軍第133連隊所属、和泉明少尉の生還を認む。なお。
そうですか。
Akira is alive? She survived.
ありがとうございます。
私に言われてもね。
このような緊急時にもかかわらず、もろもろ手を尽くしてくださった方々に。
分かったわ。じゃあ、つなぐわよ。
副司令。
何？
I won't get another chance. Guess there's no harm in breaking military discipline one last time.
お世話になりました。長いようで短かった2年でした。
Yeah, nah. Even in side profile, like Yuko still fucking kills it. She looks great. Not gonna lie. Not even gonna try to front on it.
副司令のもと、人類の未来に貢献するという栄誉ある任務に従事させていただいたことに感謝します。
やめてよ、そういうの。
ともすれば凡庸に終わったであろう私の人生に。
You know I hate this. Well then allow me to continue.
いただきました。
決して人様には自慢できない意味と価値だけど。
第4計画の完遂と人類の勝利をこの目で見届けられないことは心残りですが。
私が行くのは地獄だから二度と会うこともないわね。マリモによろしく。
申し訳ありませんが、そのことづてはお引き受けできませんね。
それじゃあ私が行ったら道案内頼むわ。どうせ最下層なんだし、めんどくさい手続きはごめんだからね。
わかりました。エンマや鬼どもは蹴散らしておきます。
I don't know anyone as generous and kind as you. You're so strong, yet fragile at the same time. The way you and Instructor Jinguji strive toward your goals, never surrendering, never compromising, you both became my role models. I lived all my life in Yayoi's shadow, unable to surpass her, until you finally showed me the way. Thank you, and forgive me. I know Instructor Jinguji was your most treasured friend. I owe her so much, yet when it mattered the most, I couldn't do anything for her. I couldn't even leave her body behind.
あんたマリモに鍛えられたんじゃなかったの？あいつに一体何を教わったっていうのかしらね。
You're acting as though nothing's wrong. You won't accept anyone's blame or apologies. Yet know deep down you're torturing yourself for what's about to happen. You don't want anybody's sympathy. You don't want to be loved. You don't want them to understand. All you want is a world where humanity can survive. No matter what anyone says, I've been a part of your project is what I'm most proud of. Goodbye, Exokoski. You made my life worth living. Whoa. Are you sure you're Shirogane? Like, if you weren't so obviously a guy, I'd question it. Like, I can kind of see it, but...
白金00ユニットは無事らしいな。よくやっ
ありがとうございます。そっちは大丈夫ですか？
ああ、周囲のベータのことか。手記に火を
Yeah,
入れ
no,
た
don't mind me, man. I'm just chill.
ラズさすがに機体を動かしたら私もただでは済まないわな。
そうですね。妹さん無事でよかったですね。
ありがとう。だが副司令の取り計らい多少。
優子先生のってそれは帝国側が。
まったく貴様ももう少し広い視野で状況判断ができるようになるといいんだがな。
すみません。
A01 部隊の性格上、副司令が私の素性を明かさなければ帝国側も妹の紹介などできるわけないだろう。
That's the kind of person the XO is, I guess. You better watch out.
柏木をはじめ多くの将兵が命を落としている中、
Oh, man.
私だけが厚遇
Don't
され
talk
るこ
about
とは
Kashwagi.
周囲の者たちの心情を考えると、副司令は周囲に配慮し、また私の心情も汲んだ上でああいう言い方をされたんだろう。
そうだったんですか。
あの人は計画や研究に関しての機密保持は徹底しているが、自身の人間味ある部分を隠すことには。
そうですね。結局大尉にはバレてますからね。そっち方面は不器用っていうか
True.
苦手なんでしょうね。
そんな副司令の配慮も帝国軍の思いやりも、本音を言えばとても嬉しい。
でもそれは大尉が人類のために戦ってきたことを先生が知っているから。帝国軍だって多くの命を大尉が救うから、それを。
Please don't Shirogane. Do not turn my death into a grand sacrifice. I mean, it kinda was, though. You'll never become who you're meant to be if you rely on others too much. Learn to depend on yourself.
何人もの部下を殺し、多くの人の死に関わってきた私には、このような死に場所を与えられただけでも十分なんだ。
そんな、大尉は立派じゃないですか。自分の命と引き換えに多くの人たちを救うじゃないですか。
違うんだ白金。私の本音は貴様が思っているほどご立派なものじゃないんだ。今私が一番強く思っていることは、結果的に救うことになった多くの命のことでも、
大尉、
まして柏木のことでも、今までに失った部下たちのことでも、私が捕獲したベータのせいで命を奪われた基地の人間や神宮寺軍曹のことでもない。妹が助かったこと、そして両親や姉妹たちに、あの男にもう二度と会えないということ。私は今そんな自分の身の回りのことばかりを考えているんだ。
I don't need to worry about appearances anymore. The truth is all that matters. I was thinking about my family before the XO put Shirogane through. About my family and Masaki. Shirogane is vital to humanity's counteroffensive. I have to sort out his feelings. I can't burden him with any lingering regrets. This is something I need to do. Stop him from depending on me too much once and for all. If I shatter any illusions he had about me, then so be it.
それのどこがいけないんですか。
白金。
大尉はオルタネイティブ計画のためにずっと自分の手を汚してきたじゃないですか。 人類のためだろうが、戦友のためだろうが、家族のためだろうが、汚れ役をやってきたのは事実じゃないですか。柏木だってそうやって生きて戦って死んでいったんです。神宮寺軍曹だって自分の使命を最後まで全うして、俺たちの結果的でも何でも大尉のおかげで多くの命が救われるのは事実じゃないですか。最後の数分に心の中で家族や恋人のことを考えるのはそんなに悪いことですか？俺は誰が何て言おうと大尉を尊敬します。大尉の行いは
I know I said the exact same thing when we went through this moment the first time, but hell yeah. You're really kind. But that doesn't make you weak, Shirogane. It's what defines you. Exactly what you would expect from someone Exo Koski favors. Now I realize I've been unable to measure up to you since the very beginning. I could never be like you. I wish I could have been this honest with Instructor Jinguji.
白金、
はい。
部隊の連中を頼んだぞ。貴様の強さをみんなに。
俺は全然強くなんかありませんよ。
白金、貴様は十分強い。
That line still fucking hits hard. Ugh. You're strong enough. Ah. That fucking hits.
そんなことないです。
貴様の戦う理由がどこか達観しているわけが、貴様が特別なのだと感じるわけが、今日はっきり。00ユニットの被験者は貴様の恋人なんだろう。
大尉、知っていたんですか？
いや、貴様が名を呼んで彼女を抱き起こした時に分かった。スミカという名は昨日聞いていたからな。貴様と彼女に降りかかったであろう悲劇と心の傷の深さは、00ユニットの真実を知りながら第4計画の中枢任務をこなすなど、訓練部隊編入から今日に至るまでの貴様の働きを思い返すと、貴様の強さを知ると同時に、
I enlisted to escape from reality. I can never be like him.
違います。多分大尉が考えているようなことじゃ。
多少の違いなど問題じゃない。彼女に対する貴様の態度を見ればわかる。私はこの手の話の読みを外したことはないんだ。特に幼なじみ狙い同士じゃないか。
はい。
貴様がたまに見せる甘さというか独特の優しさは、私が今までに出会った誰もが持っていないものだ。それだけの悲劇を体験しながらそういう優しさを失っていない貴様は強いと思う。ある意味余裕があるというのか。私のような人間にはそれ。そして英士としての申し分ない才能も持ち合わせている。もしかしたら貴様は人類。
俺が救世主ですか？
No, I don't see it. I don't think it's possible.
今日の戦闘での貴様はとても信任とは思えなかったぞ。
After seeing him today, I understand. He's fundamentally different from me. This man was scouted by Exo Koski and trained by Instructor Jinguji. He's worthy of our trust.
それは大尉のおかげじゃないですか。催眠療法に頼らなきゃまともに戦えない救世主なんて情けないんですけど。
安心しろ。貴様はそれを自分で克服したんだ。あの時貴様が受けたのは特殊な効果は何もない。ただの。
じゃあ始まる前に大尉と催眠療法の先生が長々と話していたのは。
そうだ。先生に一芝居打ってもらうようお願いしていたんだ。
大尉。
この作戦が終わったら種明かしをするつもりだったが、伝えられてよかった。これで文字通り貴様にはもう怖いものはなくなったはずだ。
はい。ありがとうございました。
Oh well, sure is acting meek, taking everything I say at face value. Thank goodness that at the very end I could play the part of a superior officer.
さて、長くなってしまったな。みんなにもお別れをさせてもらおう。
タイ、お世話になりました。
He's crying for me. He really is kind.
泣くな。男だろ。
すみません。俺はもっとタイにいろんなことを。
私も多くの先達と同じく基地に咲く桜となって貴様たちを見守る。
Listen, even though I've seen this all before, like this moment still fucking hurts.
タイ、
何かあったら桜並木に会いに来い。
はい。
人類を頼んだぞ。
必ず俺が必ず守ります。
さらばだ、白金。
さようなら、タイ。
Shirogane, you better take good care of her. I hope you two can find happiness.
まだまだ甘いな。
I'm not sure I said the right things. I tried to appear as businesslike as the XO, but maybe I should have given him more practical advice. From this day onwards, he'll have to bear the weight of the world, and I wonder, Instructor Jinguji, what would you have done? What would have been your parting words? This was all one big intro, right? Yep. I figured as much. Because, like, the description of the fucking... Yep. God damn it. How am I supposed to get into this now? I'm all emotional again. Fuck. War has been my constant companion, the one thing that has not changed once throughout my life. Humanity has been under siege by the Beta for decades, and Japan has been one of the front lines of the fight, one that has long since been doomed to fall.